What's up, PUBG community? Today we are making a video. Today, this video is about 10 healthy tips to get better at playing PUBG console or PC version. So we're gonna start here. Tip number one. Tip number one is don't get caught late game scanning or searching for enemies. And what I mean by that is I tend to play with a lot of randoms. I am a solo squad player. I like playing squads. I enjoy playing squads to put myself in difficult situations to see if I am capable of making the best out of nothing. And the first tip was don't get caught late game scanning / searching for enemies. What I mean by that is I play with a lot of random players, and a lot of random players get caught doing this. Headshot, and they don't know why they was down, or they never seen who shot them. And this happens constantly, and you got to realize playing PUBG it's a survival game. It's not like Call of Duty. There's no respawns. When you die, you die. When you get knocked, you can be revived, but if you're finished while you're knocked, you have to allow your teammates to grab your chip and go revive you through the revive system, which means PUBG has a new revive system to where that you can grab your teammates can grab your chip and they can go revive you at the revive machine, and then you'll get your countdown until you come back into the game, as long as your teammates survive until you get back. If they don't survive while you are waiting the clock down and the clock is timing down for you to come back in the game, the game is over. So if your teammates don't survive while you waiting to come back into the game and they die while you're waiting, that's it. You go back to the lobby. New game. Tip number two, and these tips are actually written down in no particular order. I just been gaining these tips over my 8-year time of playing this game. I actually started playing PUBG 2017 when it came out, PUBG beta, when it was just PUBG. And then it turned into PUBG beta, or PUBG 1.0 and 2.0. That's what it's called originally when it first came out to console. Step number two. While in blue zone, boost fully to get regeneration health and die slower. And what I mean by step number two is to regenerate. When you in the blue zone is actually chinking down your health. So you start at 100 health, and while you are entering or in the blue zone, your health will wind down all the way till it gets to 0, and then it will knock you, and then it will finish you. To reduce dying in the blue, or to gain regenerational health while being in the blue, is boost halfway, or boost 50%, or boost 100%. And by boosting 50% to 100%, you will end up gaining regenerational health. Thank you for the follow, babe. 6'9". And that actually is kind of a lifesaver in the long run. So imagine if you get into a gunfight and you're in the blue zone and you take damage. You may get blessed by having regenerational health by taking a painkiller or taking a energy drink and refilling up the yellow bar that's on top of your health to get regenerational health. And like I said before, you get regenerational health at 50% to 100%. And the reason why I say 50% to 100% is because regenerational health from 50 to 100%, you have the best quality. Any percent below 40%, yeah, you'll get regenerational health, but it won't be as much and as fast as if you're receiving it with 50 to 100% regenerational boost. And it's a yellow bar right above your health bar, and I can show you that later on. But step number three is a constant problem that I've been facing since I first picked up this game. And step number 3 is prone gaming is not accepted unless open field battles or becoming a bush ghillie warrior. And what I mean by that is I run into a lot of random players, and what they do is they get shot, they lay down. They see somebody, they want to shoot them, they lay down. You have prone gamers, as is the terminology in PUBG. Prone gamers. And I know this video is about to reach out to a lot of different PUBG players, because all of my top 10 tips on helping players get better at PUBG is touching various different varieties of players in PUBG. And this video, these tips might be getting to you at home, the viewer watching. So make sure you like the video. These tips should help you better your game. And towards tip 5, I'll show you real life proof on the tips that I've picked up, that I'm relaying to you over my time of playing. So back to tip number 3. Tip number 3. People die to being prone gamers. People play the game and die in various ways of them being a prone gamer. Laying down in the open, laying down to shoot an enemy, laying down to during a gunfight, laying down when they get shot. And these are all different opportunities. These are all 4 different opportunities to get yourself killed, lose a gunfight, and or ultimately get you sent back to the lobby. And again, like I said, PUBG is a survival game. It's not Call of Duty. You don't respawn. When you die, if you don't get revived, back to the lobby you go. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is always take cover or stay close to cover. And I cannot stress this tip enough to my teammates, and especially to the people that can relate to tip number 3. Y'all be wildin'. I think something wrong with y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is why I'm giving y'all these tips to get better at the game, because I don't like playing with y'all. In my book, y'all the definition of trash, because you die in the most simplistic way, and you don't have to go out like that. Die an honorable death. Die some way it was worth it to you, or it was worth it to the team, or it was worth it for the in-game win. So I repeat, tip number 4: always stay close to cover or take cover. And whenever you're shooting the enemy, whenever you're sitting out in the open field, or whenever you see an enemy, get close to cover and shoot. Do not lay down in the open and shoot. Do not stand out in the open and shoot. Sometimes you might can win gunfights like that. I'm not saying you can't win it, you can lose every gunfight like that. No. But the best scenario and the best situation to put yourself in while taking on a gunfight is attacking while staying close or staying behind cover. And that is tip number 4. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. Smokes is you and your teammate's best friend and can also be a diversion. And tip number 5, I stress this tip 5 a lot to my teammates, to my friends that I also play the game with, that I've been playing years that I've experienced years of playing this game and elevating my own gameplay to relate and put out as content to you guys to watch. Smokes has saved my life in PUBG in various different ways. There has been times where I'm getting shot from multiple angles and we need to throw a smoke, or there has been times where I run into, this is constant actually, this is the most constant problem, and the reason why I actually named tip 5 grab smokes. I run into a lot of players that they don't use utilities at all. Most players are worried about gunplay, and to be honest with you, PUBG is one of those games that has the best gunplay out of all of gaming history. PUBG is one of those games that has the best gunplay in all of game history. And there's a lot of players who don't pick up smokes. I constantly watch players walk right over smokes, and I grab them myself, and I don't rely on none of my teammates to grab smokes. But when I use my smokes, and when I tell you I don't have smokes, don't get upset with me because you didn't pick up utilities or you walked over them thinking you couldn't use smokes as a diversion to get somebody off you. You couldn't use smokes to protect you from getting finished off and sent back to the lobby, all due to because you didn't want to use utilities. And I'm gonna switch the screen right quick, and here's real life proof. First, I'm gonna give you this. So mind you, I am a Xbox PUBG player. I currently hold the title of best PUBG console driver in gaming history. I have never met a player that drives better than me. If so, I haven't played with you. And I don't use cheats. I've never cheated in this game. I don't use cheats. I played this game with a controller only. I currently and have been using this entire time, have been using an Elite controller. Now mind you, my Elite controller is definitely went through battles. Like, see what I'm saying? This is, look, a piece just fell just now. This is, watch this. I'm about to show y'all something. So, yo, god dang, look, check the stats out. These are my stats on my account. I currently have 186 days, 13 hours, and 26 minutes played in PUBG. I don't know how many hours that adds up to, but I know it's more time than most of the communities. So as I'm dropping this video, like I just showed you, I currently use an Elite controller. I just use an Elite controller. Yes, I have paddles. Yes, I do use the paddles. But I don't use cheats. I don't use no aimbot. I don't use nothing to assist my aim. I just currently took it upon myself to learn the game and gain skill over time while putting in time to better myself playing the game. And this is my stats. I currently, in 2024, November 13th, 2024, have 186 days, 13 hours, and 28 minutes. 26 minutes played in PUBG. And this is how I am relaying this 10 top tier tips on how to get better in PUBG due to experience, not off of cheating, not off of wasting time, not off of just making up stuff in my head. This is all experience this is coming from. So like I said, I currently have 800 wins, 13,000 kills, 2,000 headshots, and as you see, I definitely have earned my solo wins, and I don't play solo, and I earned my duo wins. I have earned my squad wins, but in total, I have 769 wins, 800 wins, with 180 days played. And as you see, I'm ranked 11 on time played in my friend list. There's not too many people that has put as much time as I put into this game or invested in this game. I have invested my heart, my life into PUBG, and I do think PUBG is a great game. I have never received any kind of feeling I get in game while playing PUBG with no other game. I don't get the same feeling, adrenaline rush. What's it called? I don't get the same. What is it called? I don't get the same. My brain doesn't get the same feeling playing Call of Duty. My brain doesn't get the same feeling playing any other shooter game, GTA. I don't get the same adrenaline rush, happiness, joy. I can't figure out the word for it. It's really a scientific word that we use for when we are pleased mentally, and I can't think of it right now. But I'm rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and edit some of this part out. Back to the tips. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 is don't offer teammates bad situations. And this tip goes out to you specific players, and y'all gets on my last nerves doing this. This is dumb to me. I don't understand why y'all do this. And I understand you guys offer this as a nice gesture, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Being honest with you, you are offering a bad situation. And what I mean by you players, especially you players that do this, you players do this. I got first aids on my body. I got this attachment on my body. But where am I and where did you die? Where is your body? I'm in zone. Your body is in blue zone, which means I have to go lose life in the blue zone just to go get what you offered to me, and then come back to circle and then continue playing for the win, or continue to moving forward in the game, which ultimately you guys are thinking it's a nice gesture, but like I said once before, you guys are offering a bad situation. Nothing more, nothing less. yeah, you may have done it nicely, but in all actualities and the definition of your offer is a bad situation, which means don't do it. Just don't offer it. I understand you're trying to be nice. It is not pleasing to the team or me to go get whatever you're offering at the time that I may need it, depending on the scenario or if I need it that bad. And most of the times I don't need it as bad as it's been offered. Tip number 7. Stuns can help eliminate ratting. And I say that because with tip number 7, there's a game style called ratting that has transferred from Call of Duty and has been implemented with a skill to it in PUBG. And the game currently has blue zone grenades and C4s in order to get enemies out of buildings that are using this game style ratting. And if blue zone grenades or C4 doesn't work, try using a stun before entering a room or entering a door that you know an enemy is behind. And that will help you and your team mates be able to clear out buildings without risking losing a life or losing a teammate. Tip 8. Play to win. Think of the end game always. YOLO. And what I mean by that, there are players who play PUBG worrying about kills like this is PUBG. When you die in PUBG, you go back to the lobby. You don't get no second chance. You load up again and then go back at it. So playing for the win is better than playing for kills, is what I'm trying to tell you. Playing to win, playing for the end game is always better than playing for kills. PUBG is not like Call of Duty. Yes, you may have high kill games. Yes, you may get a lot of kills in PUBG. But just know that is a risk that you take by playing the Call of Duty game style in PUBG. That's just a risk that you take. I'm suggesting you play to win. YOLO, you only live once. Play like you only live once. Think as you only live once. Think to the end game, not just temporarily, or not just to get kills and then leave out of the lobby just to do it again. Like in real lifetime, you're wasting your time doing that. You trying to chase after kills, joining lobby after lobby after lobby. Whole time you spending more time in the lobby more than you playing. Alright, tip 9. Tip 9, play to revive teammates. And I run into a lot of players that do not revive or do not play to revive. They worry about tip 8. They play to kill only. You don't go revive teammates. You don't play to pick your teammate up. You play to kill the enemy and then you go pick your teammate up. Or you play to kill the enemy and then you go revive your teammate using the revive system. When all actuality, you can make your game a lot easier by playing to revive your teammate. So, prime example, I have a friend that I've been playing PUBG with for years. I have actually a group of friends that I've been playing with PUBG for years. And you know how many times we have put reviving each other on the line over killing the enemy and setting it up and setting ourselves up to outsmart the enemy by reviving each other, by allowing the enemy to think, oh, it's just him only, and whole time, or in the diversion of the enemy trying to eliminate us, there's still more than one player that's alive instead of this one player that the enemy has been trying to eliminate. You get what I'm saying? And I know you watching this, so I know you get what I'm saying. Play to revive. That's all I can say. Play to revive your teammate. Play to allow your teammates to help you win at the end game and during the game, and not get sent back to the lobby. You don't want to wait. You don't want to get sent back to the lobby. You don't want to waste your time doing all of this just to be sent back to the lobby, all due to not reviving your teammate. And I'm using this tip because there's a lot of players, they don't revive their teammate. It's a lot of players, they don't play to revive. And I'm talking to you. I know I am. A lot of these tips is talking to specific people. This is why this video is actually being made. Tip number 10. And I have a list of these tips written down in my phone. This is the list that's written down in my phone that I've been gaining over this time period. Tip number 10 is, and this is the last tip. I do have a couple bonus tips for you guys too, but I wanted to really enforce the top 10. Tip 10. Tip 10. Blue Zone Warriors always have tougher games. Always. Due to 3 things. One reason is getting out of the blue zone late. Makes your game harder. You get caught trying to get out of the zone late due to you not trying to beat the zone or attack the zone ahead of time. That way you don't have to be starting late game with the disadvantage. The second reason, playing the edge of the blue can get you caught up trying to make circle. It's a lot of players that get to the circle and lose track of the circle due to the circle moving and them not paying attention on making smart decisions to make the circle, and they take on unnecessary gunfights, or they sacrifice themselves to kill an enemy, or they sacrifice themselves to the blue zone due to people not planning ahead and planning for the end game. Instead, they get caught late game dying due to the blue. And here's the third reason. The third reason is you don't care about you ending your game early. You don't care about ending your game earlier than expected. You don't, because a lot of people get caught late game and being irresponsible, playing carelessly, I would say. Playing carelessly. Alright. I got 3 bonus tips also. So here's bonus tip 1. Bonus tip 1 is ping everything you see. There's a lot of players that I come across in PUBG community. Yeah, you may use a mic, or there are players that play PUBG with no mic. I don't know how you do that. I honestly don't know how any of you players play PUBG with no mic or headset. I need to hear footsteps. I need to hear everything that's around me that's going on in the game. This is why I choose to play with this headset, and I have a Black Ops 4 Astro 10s, putting in time and effort into the game, but that'll come in time due. And back to the bonus tip: ping everything. There are players that shoot, there are players that see things but they don't ping nothing. They call things out but they don't ping nothing. And in all actuality, yeah, you may say to another player slash teammate, oh, I see somebody 230, but your 230 may not be 230 for me. Even though we may be running the same way. So your 230 may be 245 for me. Due to I'm not playing as you. I don't see what's on your screen. This is why I say ultimately ping everything you see. Ping movement, ping players, ping vehicles. Ping players, vehicles, and action is what I say. Ping players, vehicles, and action when I say ping everything. Bonus tip number 2. Use a headset or great quality earbuds to give yourself sense of direction, hearing and listening to footsteps, or hearing far and close gunshots. I cannot stress that enough. I just broke that down to you with the first bonus tip. I cannot stress that enough. I do not know how you players play PUBG with no headset and you don't ping anything. You are no help to your team. You are not putting in no kind of contribution to your team, and you complain about the game. You can't complain about something that you don't use to your advantage. I would advise you to use this to your advantage. This is why I'm telling you these things. Bonus tip 3, and this is going to be the last tip, even though I gave you guys so many tips. The last bonus tip 3 is plan your next cover before you move to circle or while running in open. Never run in the open. There are clips on my channel where there's games where I get ran over due to players catching me running in the open, or I'm just caught out in the open. Bad timing for me. Or I ultimately just don't hear the teammate coming and I just get ran over by a vehicle due to me not sticking close to anything. And there, like I said earlier, what was that? Tip number 4, stay close to cover and always take cover. That's kind of piggybacking off of tip number 4. And I'm glad that I gave you guys these 10 tips and 3 bonus tips in order for me and you, because I will be watching this video and listening to my own advice to better my gameplay, better my content that I put out for you guys to view. And I would advise you to take my tips and implement them into your gameplay, into your content that you put out, because we are watching. We see you, whether you're a struggling player, whether you're a new player to PUBG, whether you just downloaded PUBG today in 2024. I suggest you watch my video, take the things that I'm relaying to you guys in this video, and educate yourself on getting better at the game over time. And no, you cannot do all of these things all at one time. You're going to stress yourself out trying to do all these things at one time. Pick one thing up at a time. Pick one thing up at a time. But in all actuality, I have picked up all of these tips and implement all of these tips every single game that I join in, every single match that I join in, and try to implement these tips for me and my team to benefit us winning in the long run. But with all that being said, I thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something in this video. I cannot stress the information that I have given enough in this video to you guys, but I suggest you apply it. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Untamable, and it's also the information to all my social medias is right here above my head. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter. Reach out to your boy. Help your boy build a community up, because I think my vision is a vision of other people. I know I am touching different mindsets and different people with this video, and I would suggest that you guys take from me and continue to contribute to others. And I will see you guys in the next one. Please like the video, subscribe, and enjoy playing the game. Alright, what's up?